Breaking news, breaking news. The United Kingdom has announced a new digital ID that will be mandatory for proving the right to work. Announced by Prime Minister Keir Starmer today. The new BRIC card is intended to curb illegal migration by making it harder for people to work without legal residence to find employment. So we know that's bull job because these illegal immigrants you brought over here. This is that we are not ignorant, Satan devices, because you knew these people was going to come here. You knew they were going to seek work eventually. You knew they had to eat. You knew they had to live and dwell. Now all of a sudden you're trying to curb that by implementing this digital implant because we know we at the end. This is major prophecy. And then first and foremost, want to give all praise Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Kakadash. And, a lot of videos are going out, and I just thought I had to let it, roll out as well because the Lord is not it's just a matter of time. It's going to be USA. It said times to end the UK to mandate digital IDs for workers to curb illegal migration. They always going to deflect from what they're really trying to do is trying to really control this grid. And this is really the test of the Heavenly Father, you know what I'm saying? Like, new digital ID scheme to roll out across UK. So United States, United Kingdom, United States, it's all in the same. Like, it's finna roll over here. It's finna happen, man.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital.
He making it clear. Like he said, let me spell it out. You will not be able to buy or sell. Basically, he's saying you can't, your work is everything. Now, what are you going to do? Now, of course, it's going to go on their phone. So you will have no more access to the banks and no need for paper money. Then it's going to flip and go into this device. So we down to months. This is very, very important what just went down this weekend, man. Because this is going to be talked about all weekend. It's Friday now. It's going to spread. And then next week and the weeks following, it's going to be an uproar. The people, they're puzzled. They probably going to
get these scriptures, man. Revelation 13, 15 and 7 and down. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So you don't worship this beast. You don't worship this new age, the new world order. You're going to be put to death. Now, not saying necessarily that's going to be the case for everybody, but this are the times of where we at. We at the end of everything, man. Like, things about to happen. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free or bond to receive a mark in their right hand on their forehead. So we know America is like in $1 trillion worth of debt. And I think the brother said that's just in interest, $1 trillion in debt, just in interest, not alone the actual amount. So it's more than $1 trillion. And they don't have they don't have the resources to equate to, they just not going to pay their debt. So it's easy to start it over in the digital currency. Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had a mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. This is the Revelation, the next chapter over, verse 14. In Revelation 14, 9 and 10, the point is in 10. And the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead and his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without measure to the cup of his indignation, righteous judgment. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb. Who's the Lamb? Yahweh Shai. Who's the angels? The heavenly host, the army of hosts, hosts of armies, the heavenly hosts, the angels. So this is our goal. This is end game prophecy. Mark of the beast. World War III. Behold, the second woe pass, the third woe come quick. Woe. This is war, destruction. World War III. And the Lord Yahweh Shai coming back, salvation. So we at the end.
You right around there. It's savvy, man.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work.
Free of charge.
By the end of this parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID.
Damn, that is,
It's
and this is just how it's going to look. When they say you cannot work, not just in the United Kingdom, nowhere on earth without having that device, that grain of rice, that chip, that mark in your hand or in your forehead. The prophecy stands sure. What are you leaders going to do?
Yeah, I had this posted up earlier. It said 18 stages of rise and fall of empires. The United States is at stage 17. So we're at the end of great old America, because most nations and kingdoms, empires fall around 250 year. We're in 249th year. So all these signs are pointing to the end of America. And you got the order right there, 1 through 18. So, yeah, of course, America was 1776, the World War I and II, World War II. They became a sovereign nation country and got independence. Through all that strong leadership, they had that. So it got to the top at 9 and say less productive, overextended, military, overextending money and resources to different countries, losing competitiveness, because America shipped a lot of these countries overseas for cheaper labor, but also it self-wounded the American economy. Now you got companies, these same companies that was in America, they went to India, you know what I'm saying? They went to Japan or some in Mexico just for cheap labor instead of keeping it home. It said wealth gaps, and we had a major wealth gap happen in 2020. And now I say large debt, which America's in a lot of debt, printing money, internal conflict within the nation itself, civil unrest, loss of reserve currency because we losing value of the dollar, shrinking every day. 17 weak leadership. We have weak leaders. Now they trying to, a lot of these top politicians and these Fortune 5 company CEOs, they trying to step down because they seeing the downfall of this economy. And a lot of these people that got money, they got knowledge. They got knowledge, they got power. And they see the inevitable. And that means certain to happen, unavoidable. A situation that's unavoidable. They can't avoid what's about to happen, man. Babylon is going to be the greatest fall out of all nations ever, man, because it's been on a high hill, a high horse, and these Americans not ready. We're hoping, praying that we're going to be ready because it's about to get crazy and haywire out here. Basically, it's guaranteed to happen. The fall of America is guaranteed to happen. They seen it. And they say civil war, revolution. That's where we at, man. New world order. So with all that, that's going to cause the people to uproar. And we at the new digital infrastructure, bro. It's about to happen. We at the end of America, bro. We at the end of America. So something quick, I'm gonna let these these articles and these videos play. But hey, girds your loins, man. It's getting for real out here, man. Hopes less F-phone. Y'all praise Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai, Bashim, Kakadash, Step, honest, the apostle, elders, and the bitch, has spread the truth throughout the four corners, any last days, and that can't be lessened. Shalom.